Young boys in the 60s go on an adventure. They find
50s. 50s.
Did I say 60s?
You said the 60s.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, so I think late 50s, mid 50s.
Right.
We're gonna. Well, that could be our blooper.
Hey everyone, Saints, Sinners, and Cinema, back with you again. I am Father Steve.
I'm Michelle Piccolo.
It's good to see you guys again. Today we're going to review my favorite movie of all time, Stand By Me. So Michelle, what is Stand By Me about?
A group of young boys. They go out. They're good friends, and so they get together and they say, let's try and find this dead body. An adventure ensues.
It's this coming of age story of young adolescent boys. There is foul language beyond all get out in it. So be very cautious, even just allowing your kids to watch it. There's some sexual content, and then there's a suicidal scene where one of the kids has some suicidal attempts or thoughts or whatever. But the movie just builds on this relationship and this friendship that we've all experienced in our youth, where we just have the neighborhood kids and the rest of the world is so big and we don't care about it. The only thing that exists is our little town, our little friendships, and it really is just this profound coming of age story. The main character, Gordy, he's writing the story back from the future, writing it backwards and telling the story about how they found this dead body. Oh, so few movies in Hollywood really depict male relationships seriously. In Hollywood, in movies, they depict men as dumb oafs, guys who are just trying to act cool to get the girl, to have sex with her, to take her home. They're not good husbands for the most part. They're drunks. They're just party boys that could be living in their mom's basement, but they happen to be married or just in the world.
Right. I was trying to even think, like, while you were talking just now, like, of any movies either recently or in the past that really showed just kids having an adventure.
I think a lot of times with that male bonding, that real authentic male friendship, you see that played out a lot in war movies, like Band of Brothers, the great name Band of Brothers. You see that played out so well.
It's a great series.
Many war movies show that fraternity that men ought to have. And Aristotle says that friendship is the ultimate good. And Aquinas takes Aristotle's understanding and he says, okay, so friendship is that great good that man and woman, or that two people ought to have, and that friendship's at the core. And so what is friendship? They have an ultimate end in store. And so for these boys, they love being together. They're up in their kind of their
they have like a treehouse.
Yeah,
which is
and then
so
they
cool.
go on a hunt for this dead body, and that's their end in good. And so Aquinas, of course, comes to the fulfillment that authentic, real friendship, the good in the end is God. But these guys, these boys, you know, they have good. They have good inside them, don't they?
They recognize the good.
They want goodness. They want wholesomeness.
Right. Because there's even that abusive relationship with Chris's father, right? They recognize that is not good. And there's moments where they're comforting each other. They bond over that. They know that that's wrong, and I think they're like looking out for each other.
You know, so the movie really doesn't have an element and a direct theme of Christianity and of a search and a pursuit for God. It does have many redeeming qualities, again, because, spoiler alert, at the end they find the dead body and you see the goodness of these boys, and then they find it and they're distraught. They're really shooken by it. And then
anybody would be, right?
And then they take care of the remains of the dead body. This closing scene at the end there, where Gordy, the main protagonist, and his best friend Chris, Gordy's like, I'm giving up writing. I don't want anything to do with writing. And Chris says to him, he says, no, you have a God-given talent. Again, he recognizes the good.
Yeah, in someone else, in his best friend. It's too bad that Hollywood wouldn't make a movie like that again in times now, because like this was before the internet, this was before video games, this is before, I mean, it's like you went out for like an adventure of seeking something. The only movie I thought of was maybe Goonies, and I know my nephews have watched that.
Yeah, Sandlot would be
Sandlot is a good one. Okay, so there are some. I feel like with the internet and things like telling people to stay home, you know, or encouraging kids to be behind a screen.
And so many of the movies too are like sci-fi mysticism adventure, where even like Goonies, Sandlot, and Stand By Me were set in reality. The good can be found here. The good can be found in your neighbor. Jesus says to love the Lord your God with your whole heart and your neighbor. And so the good has to be found in our neighbor, to serve him or her and to love them and to go on a quest, an adventure in reality, not in some magic never land. So how many halos would you give Stand By Me?
I'd give 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Wow.
So.
I think I'm going to give Stand By Me 5 out of 5 halos. God bless you. Signing off again. If you like this video, share it and send us any other movies that you wish us to review. Yes. God bless you.